So long I waited for a chance to prove I was right. Don't let me down now when my fists are clenched for the fight. I wanna feel that power surge. Two minds that will make too much. Don't make me Mr. Rush. Take me to the crush. I wanna hear that roaring sound. When I walk I will shake the ground. Don't make me Mr. Rush. Take me to the crush. Yeah. Take me to the crush. Yeah, I wanna feel that power surge. Two minds that will make too much. Don't make me Mr. Rush. Take me to the crush. I wanna hear that roaring sound. When I walk I will shake the ground. Don't make me Mr. Rush. Take me to the crush. Take me to the crush. Don't make me miss that rush. Yeah. Take me to the crush. Rip and tear. Wake up, I'm a bullet looped into the heart of a wretched age. I breathe just to beat and bruise, an evolution of the burning rage. Gonna get mine, get out of my way. There's gonna be hell to pay. Berserk, I'm a brutal fist, yeah, lone wolf born and bred. I stand on the boulder tides and set my wrath is
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the draft. There's some map bans. There's maps you won't see, but we're kind of already in the draft. So, also, hey, there's Anaressa.
There is an Anaressa. Hello, everyone.
So we are going in here. We've got the A team in the blue against Creepy Crawly Splatters in the red. You can probably already see that the first ban is going to the side of Creepy Crawly, which, to the astounding surprise of everyone, I'm sure means that they won the map, the coin flip. I know almost no one takes first pick, but apparently they have.
Yeah. And in another absolute plot twist, we're going to Infernal Shrines. So.
Wait, thank goodness. It has been so long since I cast this map. I haven't cast the map a single time today.
It's really a breath of fresh air coming in here.
It was so funny listening to bands come through and they're like, okay, what map? And then they're used to the Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, checks out.
Did you get rid of the diva first? That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, she does have good area control on this map. Yeah, Diva Bomb can win an objective that's kind of coming down to the wire pretty easily. And if CCS has first pick, then they don't need to worry about the meta bans.
Absolutely. I do wonder if I always like saving Johanna for second just to see if your team will ban it, but of course we know they won't, so...
Alright, we do see the A team opting to ban Tassadar instead of one of the Joe Stukov Rhaegar trio.
And we do go in. So a lot of emphasis on the offlaner on the side of the A team. So really restricting. I'm realizing I have no idea who their offlaner is. I was going to try and say their name and now I can't. Top tier research, ladies and gentlemen.
10 out of 10. At least 6.5.
I mean, to be fair, I don't play in E-West, so I never have to scout them. Because I actually do scout really... Oh, never mind.
Alright, we do have the Joan ban coming out, which means that they have the opportunity to trade the two top tier healers if they want. Or prioritize a different first pick. And just trust that they'll be able to get one of either Rhaegar or Stukov on the next pass.
That's true, and plus, even if they don't, and they have to settle for Brightwing, that's not a bad healer to end up with. I like to say there's 4 top-tier healers. I do think Anduin is a slight step behind the other 3, but the other 3 are super solid. And even then, it's like, Anduin is like a 9.92, and the other ones are 9.95s. So... Yep, I'm already doing math. Be afraid.
Amazing math, beautiful. 10 out of 10.
Victory for the Forsaken.
So a little bit of tank emphasis coming out. A Nubrak, very aggressive tank. May straddles that line between aggressive and defensive. A very aggressive but hard to kill tank.
Yeah. I mean, if you play as poorly as I did in Star League today, then you can be only one of those things. Alright, so for all that talk about the healer meta, we see no healer bans or picks in the first round.
However, we do see in A Song of Ice and Fire coming out of Creepy Crawly Splatters. Can I still make that reference, or did the last episode just, like, sour everyone's opinion?
I mean, I still liked it, so don't at me.
Confession,
I've
I never saw it.
unsubscribed from our free folks, so those memes cannot hurt me anymore. Right. Malfurion ban. He did get buffed in the That Was Fast.
Yeah, the Kerrigan ban, very interesting. Granted, this is one of the best maps for her because she does get instantaneous reset on her Q, so she can just jump from the skeletal minions.
Yeah, and if the A team has a strong Kerrigan player, then assuming that they wouldn't pick her until later and snagging her in the second round is the way to go.
So we do finally have a healer showing up. Stukov being pulled in with the Greymane.
Yeah, Stukov, who can make May's life very difficult by just... If he's got his E up, then he can just drop that under her trait whenever she tries to get health back, and then she gets the opposite of health back.
Which is damage for anyone not keeping up at home. Ooh, Zagara?
Swarm endure. I will fight to my last breath.
So, very excited about Zagara. This may indicate that there's going to be a split push strategy coming in, where they just sort of like fight on the point, but that is the question. With Sylvanas and Greymane, who do you not have with the group? Because that kind of feels like a blow-up comp that you want everyone together, and all of a sudden Zagara's like, you can't all be together, I will take the entire map? That was my maniacal voice.
Yeah, it's interesting to me that that the A team didn't really pick up any strong AoE outside of Stukov's E. Syl's Shadow Dagger can do some AoE damage, but not as much as you're usually looking for fast shrine clear in the middle of objectives.
Yeah, especially compared to Kael'thas and Zagara. Zagara can talent into it, but can talent very strongly into it.
Yeah. Like Leoric is decent, but Blaze will at least match that, and then when you throw in Kael'thas and Zag, it's the A team's really going to need to get a macro advantage to make up for their lack of shrine clear here.
But we do go and have the game loading in. On the left-hand side of the map, representing the A team, we have our battlers in blue, the Totalitarians of Triumph. We do have Trench coming in on Sylvanas. 2D Moss is going to be on Stukov, Harking G on the Greymane, Moose Cannon playing the Anubarak, and then Korsakov is on the Leoric.
Okay, and on the side of Creepy Crawley Spiders, we have Gib playing May, we have Kael'thas played by Sparhawk, got Dom Scythe on the Blaze, Calm on Zagara, and Cordona on Rhaegar.
So full 5 man. Oh! Well, there we go. I just got us off of the screen, and we're coming right back to the screen page. So that's awesome. So, or I should say our cameras. That is true. It is not Banner Saga. Let me fix that right quick. I mean, it could be. Have you played Banner Saga? Do you know? Did I lose you?
Oh, no, I'm still here. I just didn't have a way to come back to that.
Oh, no problem at all. I was just like, eek! Especially when we're talking about lags. I've had a bit of a lag spike myself. So, but granted, I don't matter. I'm not allowed to have lag spikes.
No, I just haven't had caffeine in an hour, so I'm basically not really a human anymore. And my tea's not cool enough to drink yet, so.
That is
fun fact.
That actually seems like some sort of
way
type
better
of
than expected.
That seems like some sort of type of torture where you're like, I'm dying for caffeine. Okay, here is boiling caffeine.
A lot of caffeine does come in boiling form.
I remember when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I can like take a Coke and put it into the ice cube canisters and put little like sticks in them, and then I can have like ice like Coke popsicles, and they were terrible, and I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I don't think I did that with soda. I might have done that with orange juice or something.
Is orange juice any better in frozen form?
I mean, still disappointing though. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a popsicle, and it just kind of wasn't. Oh my god, Cap.
Yeah, Cap, what are you doing? Why? Thank you, but why? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is gonna happen 10 times, isn't it? I mean, on the one hand, thank you. On the other hand, oh my goodness.
I'm assuming something is happening to your stream that you can see, and chat can, and I can't. So.
Indeed. It's also not centered, so that's awesome. You can tell I get a lot of gift subs on the screen.
Oh yeah, that's not centered at all. Thank you, Cap, for the 10 gift subs. That's very kind and generous of you. Also, thank you for being here. Alright, looks like we're about to hop back in.
All right. Oh, darn it. I tried to fix the centering issue and I actually turned it off. I apologize. Did not mean to silence you, Cap.
Alright. So back in the game, Creepy Crawly Spider's positioning, expecting Sylvanas cheese. Looks like they're just 5-man pushing in mid.
So, yep, we do go ahead and have... They were moving out in order to try and make sure that didn't happen. A little bit of pressure done, and now they move around. There is the Burrow into Zagara. Calm is less calm right now, but will be part will be coming back to normal.
That was a lot of damage out from the stun, Greymane dive, and Stupa follow-up, though. So that's... Yeah, and Rhaegar's not going to have a cleanse for every engage like that, so...
Okay, Captain, do not your wife apologize for being nice to me.
We do have First Blood coming out of that exact same combo. Kael'thas going down on the side of Creepy Crawly Spiders.
We can definitely see what the intention and what the desire from the A team is. They're just going to see someone, just keep them still for long enough for Greymane to get in there and just claw their face off. And there's a lot of faces on the other side. It's one of the easier statements you can make while casting, because there's not a single hero, and here's the storm without a face.
I'm trying to think of a counterexample, but it's not going to be useful.
Yeah, the closest you can come is, like, maybe Abathur, who has kind of a weird face.
Yeah, I was thinking Phoenix, but...
Oh, okay. He's a face
we do
here,
have
too.
Yeah, we do have some solid push coming out of the A team with this camp, plus Sylvanas trait, being able to get a full tower with barely any damage going on to the siege camp.
Cordona moves in. Gib is in the middle of it. Calm and Sparhark are moving forward, trying to punish this. There is Moose Cannon. Gib is having to fall back right now. Cordona looking not too healthy, but will be okay.
Yeah, again, a lot of damage going out. The cleanse saves, but that's going to be a tough combo for CCS to go into.
I will say we are in Div E West, which means the Kael'thas did not go Convection. Because for some reason, that's all the rage in Div E East right now.
Is it more than just the one?
It's 2.
Fair enough. Right. We did talk about that. Right, we see both teams being pretty even on experience.
Oh, chat actually did find one. Probius doesn't really have a face. He has an ocular lens, but I don't know if that counts.
Right. As kind of expected, we do see the A team just pushing bot and ignoring Shrine completely. Honestly, they might get a full fort out of this.
Which is more than the Punisher should get. This would be where Zagara counter pushes very, very hard, but kind of can't because there was a Shaman camp pushing down the lane.
Yeah, no, I definitely like that call out of the A team. And yeah, they're not going to be back in time to contest. Ooh, CSES is 39ing the objective.
Although I have to question what they're doing that for. There's only one camp on the map they could be going to, and they're not going to it.
I mean, they are taking up some of the A team's time as they try to catch up, even though they definitely won't be able to. And these Rhaegar cleanses have been really clutch.
Oh, we do go ahead and have Harkin getting underneath John Cena. He jumps forward. It looks like Harkin will be okay for the time being.
John Cena going on a bit of an adventure out of lane.
Oh, nice three-man stun coming in there. A little bit of a delayed blizzard. That would have been amazing if that had hit, but obviously it may not have been on cooldown. All right, we do go ahead and have the silence coming down. Hush Puddle. Gib is in the middle of a lot of nice body blocks. Does go ahead and slide right through there. Calm is going away once again.
Whew. Man, this is...
That's one of those moments where I forget May can slide. I'm like, there's no way she's getting through that. There's a full body block, and then she's just, whoop!
I'm trying to remember when the basic abilities recharge faster when you're in Cryo Freeze. Talon is. Should know that.
I definitely do not. I have played May like twice.
Creepy Crawly Spiders does see that the A-Team is on bot camp, but has to retreat and get it. A-Team does have ults now, with CCS just a little bit behind.
Yep, we do see Cursed Bullet coming out of the Grey Mane. Wailing Arrow into Massive Shove and Cocoon. None of those surprising ones, although as I say that, Dom Sith goes ahead and charges in and does not realize that the entire enemy team is right there. Maybe that was a failed charge out. I'm not sure. I'm making an assumation.
And A-Team trying to turn this right into structure damage. It looks like they're going to get most of top wall, maybe not all of it.
I'm really like this draft out of A-Team. It's definitely decisive, has a purpose, and is working brilliantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're being really disciplined with the execution too. Yeah, super exact. They're posturing for Bruiser Camp, which is going to be up in just a couple seconds.
This is the exact kind of draft that I love to see and hate when my team plays. Because of course I'm the offlaner. It's like, okay, we're gonna have these four like heroes that work really well together. We're gonna get a whole bunch of kills. Raka, stay away from us and just soak the whole game while we have fun.
You can be Leoric. And CCS is looking to match that Bruiser Camp with their own.
We are going to have the Arcane Punisher coming out of the top shrine in just a second. It does look like the A-Team is actually in the area this time, so they may fight for it.
Yeah, the A-Team is closer to 13s, but neither team should get it before this objective starts. We might see the A-Team try and get it and then engage, because they are kind of getting some ground around there. They might just be waiting for Leoric to come up.
Yep, Korsakov is in the area trying not to show, though that is a tall order against Zagara.
Creep here is...
Good grief! I mean, that's Cursed Bullet for you.
Yeah, Cursed Bullet just makes that combo that much faster.
Okay, we do have Zagara commits the Nidus, but that's just a delaying tactic. Two people are down for Creepy Spars, and the A-Team is just walking through.
Yeah, that is still a decent amount of siege on the side of CCS though, so they could just push elsewhere. It looks like Blaze is heading off to get some experience, so they can take a fight on the even talent here.
Nice little scouting creep up here. Oh, actually, Stukov sees it and gets rid of it. Says, we don't want you to see what we're doing. You'll never guess we're getting skeletal minions.
It's secret strats coming out.
Special tactics. Oh, makes me sad almost no one gets that reference.
Do you see Creepy Crawly Spiders just kind of giving this fort and opting to take the fight by keep wall instead?
Calm is such a sad Zagara right now, throwing all these banelings in, and then he's just taken out by the arcane spinny discs.
Yeah, nice zoning Phoenix coming out. With this comp, they're still going to get wall damage, just kind of by necessity, but or the A team is still going to get the wall damage. But yeah, for entirely seeding fort and not really contesting that at all, it's a solid defense out of creepy spiders.
Yep, they're managed to hold back their enemies. That combo is ridiculous. The real question is what you do. You have to like disable it in some way, and I don't know how you do that.
Heroes slain.
And I am watching the wrong part of the red team.
Yeah, I mean, they just... The CC chain just doesn't give you time to press any of your buttons. So even though Blaze had Bunker up, like, can't use it if you can't push your buttons. We do see Wailing Arrow come out, but it looks like Creepy Spiders are able to disengage.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're re-engaging right now. I mean, they're all 5 members of their opponents are here. They're moving away at the moment, but they can turn around at any second. Now, granted, Blaze is back, but Blaze is not on his way.
Yeah, the A-team is up 16s at this point, so... Yeah, staying back and soaking is, I think, the call. Lyric coming in, looking for an Entomb. Does get the Zagara.
Right.
Nice Ancestor coming out! That's... Oh my god!
Yeah, this comp is just disgusting.
Yeah.
It's just, it does, they kill people, and then as soon as people aren't there to defend, Sylvanas turns off the structures, and then, like, yuck? Like, awesome, but yuck?
Yeah, the cooldowns on the side of the A-team are just so much shorter than anything CCS can throw at them.
Yeah, this is oh, and the Sparhawk gets caught as well. Entomb comes down. Moose Cannon pretty low, but just gonna be able to walk back out.
Maw does get Stukov, but he's able to just walk away. Yeah, there's not much a solo Zagara can do down 16.
I mean, on the plus side, she got down 16 on the more. On the minus side, that really doesn't matter.
They are able to take down Stukov, but Core's at 20%. Alright,
So,
and
if you are CCS, what do you do about that? Like, do you get rid of the Stukov? Do you get rid of the Grey Maid? What is the key component? Do you just go for an Uther and protect whoever they try and go in on?
yeah, I mean, letting them have the Stukov was a huge part of that in a way that not many other healers would have been. I mean, Tyrande, yes, but you rarely see her.
Yeah, and Tyrande doesn't do it as well. Like, she can follow up the stun very, very effectively, but she can't. The thing is that even when people come out of the stun, they can't press any buttons. Anduin would have helped, but granted, only the A-team was doing it so frequently that Anduin's cooldown would not have been done.
I mean, the Rhaegar cleanses were able to save a lot of those targets in the early game, but yeah, but the cooldown trade, it's just that's I feel like the Stukov and the Greymane were probably the most oppressive parts of that.
I definitely agree. I do think getting rid of the Stukov, because Greymane does a lot of damage, but it doesn't stop you from being able to use your save me buttons. So, wow, that was... I realize I don't have a lot of commentary. That's just kind of yuck. But we do go ahead and have some talents that were picked up. Looking through it real quick. interesting. Leo did go for Neopets at 4. And then the Mithril Mace, just trying to get a little bit of sustain going on.
I definitely thought you said that Lyric was going for Neopets at 4. Like, that is 100% what my brain heard. And that talent will no longer ever be Neopets in my head ever again.
Okay, I am 1,000% okay with being the instigator of the Neopets trend.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Rhaegar does come out with the full totem build, and then Blaze looks relatively normal. Any talents jumping out at you?
I mean, just looking at alts first. Yeah, we saw a lot of these used. Oh, we have our next lobby up, which means that all of those talents go away. Oops. Yeah, most of those alts used very effectively. Did not really see May getting a chance to use Avalanche.
Yes. I saw it used
but-
one time when the Entomb caught some people to remove the enemy team. But that's the only time I ever saw it. But yeah, let's go to the in-between, and we'll be back when we have game number 2. Don't go anywhere, people. Sorry to cut you off, Anaressa, but I don't want them waiting on us.
All good, all good.
This child, surviving formidable trials. I stand in the rain, scanning the blades in pursuit of the villainous bile. Who sent everything that I love into flame. Descent is my name, lamenting my claim. The whip of a boa, perfecting my aim. Revolution the game. The sting of the animus, they bring out the man in us. I'm the king of the kill, it's unanimous. I'm slitting your throat, red matches your coat. The brave and the free, they were banned with us. From NY to Boston, it's a beautiful world to be lost in. There's no other frontier, we go to hunt here. Now the future is unclear. Fathers of freedom are found in the future. They fight in the face of the flames. So ready, obeying, and don't just stop praying. Yet my tomahawk has a land to reclaim. Musket guns and silver slivers. Justice runs in crimson rivers. Words of ancient truth we follow. Bleed these veins into tomorrow. Musket guns and silver slivers. Justice runs in crimson rivers. Words of ancient truth we follow. Bleed these veins into tomorrow.
Alright, here we are on Tomb of the Spider Queen, which this, I assume that Creepy Crawley Spiders have first ban. I didn't actually look, but the fact that they do means that this is the map pick for the A-team, and based on the way they like to play, this is the smallest map of the map pool. It is terrifying to have a kill comp on this map, but I do not disagree for one iota with that first ban.
No, the Stukov was a large part of. Yeah, I mean the follow-up and having the follow-up be in a wide enough area that they honestly had some wiggle room on targets. That's. And we see the new Brett going away too.
So willing to go into Grey Mage, just not willing to be like, okay, you don't get to make us sit helpless for 30 seconds. That might be a bit of a hyperbole.
I mean, if May's allowed to push her buttons, she can blind a Grey Mage.
Very true.
If she's not, she can't. But yeah, I think this does free them up to be able to counterplay more. We do see the Joanna ban coming out.
Joke's on you, that wasn't the hero that can blind Greymane we were thinking about.
Victory for the
Alright,
Force.
Sylvanas is going over to the side of CCS this time.
So 3 members of the 4-man kill team taken out.
Can Greymane do it solo? Let's find out.
I'm trying to make an A-team joke here, but I haven't ever watched the A-team, so I can't.
Alliance above all.
Me neither. We do see a beautifully color-coordinated Tastar and Anduin coming out.
I do get a little sad. I wish Tastar would come out with the StarCraft Anduin from the Craft Wars event.
I believe you that there's a StarCraft Anduin, and it's not coming to mind right now. Alright, Cordon hopping over to Brightwing instead this game.
And Gibbon with ETC. Now this is a much more aggressive comp coming out of Scooby Holly Spiders. I will say, I appreciate Scooby Holly Spiders going with Zagara. Would have been nice if they could have also had a new Barak and he had all the Spider heroes, but
Yeah, I'm trying to remember those. Alright, getting rid of Junkrat. Wondering if that's a target ban or trying to stop Junkrat in particular from messing up with what their camp's trying to do, or just not liking going into Junkrat, which I very much understand.
oh, I 1000% do too. Junkrat is one of those heroes that either does nothing or he wrecks the entire enemy team all game long. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount of in-between sometimes.
There is the other direction where the Junkrat on your team boots people out of your skill shots.
Oh, that's
I'm
very,
not
very
bitter.
true.
I'm not bitter. Oh, I do see the Diablo band as well.
We will forge a great destiny.
My blade.
Interesting. So we are going to have very aggressive comps going into each other. I'm a little worried about this specific because Varian's very obvious when he goes in for a taunt, and you've got a Brightwing on the other team.
Yeah, I mean, Tassadar can do his combo from far enough away.
Another
I'm here to help.
Interesting.
That's
We
one
do
way of
have-
dealing with it.
We do have the Kerrigan coming out this time was not banned. Diablo banned instead. So yeah,
Yeah,
really. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was thinking in between the games, like, the A-Team's comp would have been even more just ridiculous if they'd been able to get Kerrigan in there too. Just stuns for days.
So I'm kind of interested. We do have a much a similarly aggressive comp coming out of A-Team this time around, but I do feel like it's not an oppressive comp. It's just aggressive, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how effective it's going to be, especially considering that ETC can do a pretty good job of keeping people away. Like, both Kerrigan and Varian have to charge forward. Also, I am not getting a load screen, are you?
I am.
Well, that's fantastic.
I mean, it's a very, very slow load screen.
Okay, there mine finally came up. I had a black screen for quite a while, and I was like, eep!
No, we good, we good.
Let me go and get the prediction up. Hopefully we actually have people that use it. One person bet on CCS, and that was it. That was sad.
Come on, guys. Gambling's fun.
You guys are never going to Vegas with this attitude. So we are coming into game number 2. The A-Team winners of the first series, trying to close this out in a 2-0, are coming in on the blue side. Trench is playing the Tassadar, Moose Cannon on the Varian, Dancing 2D Moss on the Anduin, Harking G is also dancing on Kerrigan, and you have Korsakov being like, I am too good for dancing on Death Knight Sonya.
And on the side of Creeper Crawler Spiders, we have Gib on ETC, Cordona hopping over to Brightwing this time, Savior123 coming in on Jaina, Calm taking over the Sylvanas from the other team, and Dom Scythe on Samuro. Or Samuro, depending on who you ask.
Looking at talents, we do go ahead and have the Lion's Maw coming out of Varian at level 1. On the other side, we do have Prog Rock and Fingers of Frost. In terms of our quest, Jen, of course, has her baseline. Gib a little bit isolated.
There's the root. He is just barely able to get away.
So yeah, you see what happens when Gib can press his buttons?
I mean, most of the buttons. Can't power slide while he's rooted. He's going back in, still pretty low health. And the Tazar is able to poke him down from range this time. Quick first blood coming out this time. Looks like we have Samuro looking to double soak from the beginning and freeing up the rest of the 4-man to, I guess the 4-man, not the rest of the 4-man, to push elsewhere.
Free up both 4-mans. Clearly, the A-team would not be able to double soak if they weren't doing that. That's just how it works. Samuro is coming down here to fight with Korsakov. Korsakov is withdrawing. But thinking about it,
lots of damage on the Tazar, and Tazar does go down. Even in that kill count. Ooh, we see a battle over bot camp, which looks like Sonya is going to end up winning.
Yeah, I was watching that the whole time because, of course, I am. I'm an offlaner. I'm like, okay, Tazar is dying, stuff is happening on the rest of the map, but check out this camp.
This is my surprised face. Don't need a camera to know what my surprise face looks like. Alright, so we do have 2 camps pushing in favor of the A-team right now. CCS has not gotten a chance to pick up their bruiser camp to respond. They're staying close to even on soak, but A-team definitely does have some of an edge.
Yep, right now a 4% advantage, but that will not last for very long. However, Palm does go ahead and get charged by Moose Cannon. Does go ahead and Banshee walk right back out. What's the actual name of that ability?
Haunting Wave.
Thank you. I mean, Banshee Walk is a cool name, but I knew it was wrong.
Banshee Walk sounds like a dance move. Banshee.
Do the Banshee Walk. Sounds like it should be something from Hotel Transylvania, which I've never actually seen.
We do see a rotation down onto Sonya. Jaina is able to get an ability off to slow her down. And just barely there, Sonya's able to get out.
Yeah, Gib almost went ahead and knocked them into ability where he could step down and body block. Was not quite able, but great attempt.
Did get fairly chunked by those towers, but able to be healed right back up to full health by Brightwing. Sonya trying to come in for the interrupt, but does look like CCS is able to get a bunch of their coins in.
We do have a taunt coming on the ETC. Gib is unable to move, does get stunned. Tries to slide out, but is not able to. So as much as we talked about Gib being able to press his buttons, they're still doing a great job at keeping Gib from pressing his buttons.
Yeah, that extra stun coming out of Kerrigan to just layer in there is... yeah, it's tough. We do see first web weavers going over in favor of the A-team, and CCS catching their level 7 just in time to make this an even talent tier.
Yep, right now most of CCS is over the top lane, whereas most of the A-team is in mid, and Gib is coming back in. Ready to heroically charge, but already taking a bunch of damage before the battle even starts. Yeah, that Tassadar Because even when he gets out of there and can move, he can't go through his Hasora wall.
Yeah. Oh, this is different pieces from last time, but still very coordinated. See the taunt coming out on spawns this time. Yeah, the taunt into the Kerrigan pull is just gnarly.
Yeah, this
Fort does go down.
If Domseth's trying to hold this back, but does lose the fort. Mid fort also goes down to the spider web. Getting 2 forts on the first spider is unusual, and they're pushing for a hat trick. Took me a second to remember the name of it.
Yeah, CCS does want to take this fight before 10s though, and it looks like 18 is not going to give to them. It's just going to give up on the dream that we have imposed upon them of getting all 3 forts.
So we do have enough for a turn in. It does look like... Oh, is 18 going for the boss right now? There's a hard rotation up top.
Looks like they're just trying to finish off that top fort. Yeah, it looks like CCS recognizes that it's going down kind of no matter what they do, so trying to get value elsewhere. Sony does pick up bot camp while CCS is getting the bruiser camp though.
A bit surprised they prioritized the Merc camp that much, because now that the top camp is gone, it's no longer a free revenge spider wave coming through. And it does look like the A team is going to go ahead and be defending the turn-in points rather well.
Yeah, I mean CCS couldn't have taken that engage down 10s though.
Well, no, but what I was saying is that it wouldn't have been an engage because they were all up top. They could have just gone and turned in.
Gotcha. Okay, we do see ETC finishing up the prog rock quest, so it's going to start racking up those healer numbers.
Jaina only at 19 globes. Come on.
Savior heard your challenge.
I just don't understand how ETC can get 20 globes for Jaina gets 19. Oh my god. Alright, Harking just going. It is really, really fun watching a Kerrigan that really, really knows what they're doing, because it's just the Q comes out every 2 seconds. And by every 2 seconds, I mean every, 0.2 seconds.
There we go. That's the number we're looking for. We do see a rotation down onto Samro, but he is able to hop to a clone that's on the other side of that Tastar wall.
Are CCS saving up and trying to do a double turn in? That seems risky. Because they had 78 spider butts.
Yeah, 35 of those are on Samro though. And yeah, Sony's just been keeping up so much lane pressure against him that... I mean, there might have been some opportunities for him to sneak away and get them in. But yeah, trying to do that solo and losing those gems would have been really bad.
That's very true. But still, even if 38, that's 78 not counting the ones already turned in.
We see the A team hard pushing top as 5 with pretty healthy web weaver.
Web Weaver is getting shelled down right now, but of course, minions do not take armor damage. Cordona moves in. Everyone's kind of just afraid of being this taunt target. We do go and have Samuro in the flanking position.
Real Samuro's looking... Oh, no, he's able to bounce back to another clone.
So yep, they do have enough at this point to do a double turn in on the side of CCS.
Yeah, but are they going to make triple digits is the real question.
I have faith. Because they're at 99. It's easy to have faith when they're... Actually, can you? I am not positive the game will let you have more than 99.
We'll never know. Alright, we did see the A-team posturing to maybe take boss, but they did not actually start it before objective came down.
A-team does have a 1 level advantage, so they have a slight advantage, but that is not a talent tier. The real question is going to have to be what kind of engage will we see out of CCS? Because right now A-team's been kind of running the map, but this is the moment. There's the taunt coming in. Oh, a lot of damage to the Brightwing. It was not the engage I was looking for.
Samuro able to pick it up and is now holding 66 gems. In the meantime, Kerrigan is able to take down Jaina as well. Yeah, Brightwing is not the target you want to have get caught out there. And A-team came in from a great position to, yeah, just really screw that up for CCS. A-team's about to hit 16s. Looking like they're opting to try and defend turn in rather than pushing a boss, though.
They do have enough to get their own. Oh, Dom trying to get this in.
I mean, does get the objective, but ETC goes down in the meantime. They are going to be down. CCS is going to be down 16s for a while at this point.
Yeah, this is just such a well-executed combo. I'm going, assuming that we do talk to the A-team after this, I'm going to have to ask them why they like hate their opponents having fun.
Yeah, I mean, this objective phase will buy CCS the space to get back in the game, though. Looks like they're going for an engage on the Sonya. That's not quite there, and she's able to step back.
The really crazy thing to remember is that this is in Division E. Like this is very, very, very well coordinated play. But Sonya goes in for a leap, even though the rest of her team is nowhere nearby.
Okay, there comes the Emerald Wind, forcing her out of there. A lot of damage going on to Sonya. Looks like they are. Yep, they do finalize the kill. A-team is able to take down top keep in the meantime, though. You see Kerrigan backing probably to yeah, they're looking to defend bot keep wall.
If they come in, this should trigger a retreat. They're almost 16s, but they can't really fight them just yet.
Even after doing that entire solo turn in, we still see Samuro with 26 gems. Alright, and we do have 16s online for CCS now. They're fairly split at this point. I imagine they're going to be able to take down both camps before A-team can contest either one of them.
It certainly looks like it. So that may mean we have a party at the boss. I am somewhat being facetious. You should not go for boss when your enemy team is entirely alive.
Rotation out of Brightwing scaring me.
Also, what do you think about Gib taking stage dive?
I mean, Mosh would have been risky here.
It would have been. Like, they do have both Kerrigan and Sonya that can interrupt it, as well as Tessar with the black hole.
Yep.
And Light Bomb, so...
And Light Bomb.
But Varian can't do anything?
Yeah. Checkmate. There we go. We do see A-team hard pushing bot. And with a healthy web weaver, that's likely to be keep going down.
Certainly seems like it. A lot of pressure top, but here comes the Hearth back. Gib and Cordona do not Hearth, however. They actually go ahead and skip the middle web weaver first.
Yeah, I mean, with bot keep basically certainly going down, trying to preserve mid, I do like that call out of CCS.
I do as well. I just wish it was united. 3 people hearthing and the other 2. It feels like the 3 can't do anything until the other 2 get there.
Taunt does come out on Samara, but they're able to walk away.
There is Crossfire going in, a lot of damage on the Savior. There is a
Nice
coming
read.
down.
Looks like A-Team is trying to turn it around. Taunt goes out onto the Sylvanas, and she does get pulled back in by the Kerrigan pull. That is finally the kill we're looking for.
This is what makes it so tragic, because the Variant just basically guarantees a full combo from Kerrigan.
Yeah. And they're layering the CC really, really well. Here comes stage dive. Doesn't really connect.
No, of course, not taking a bit of damage. Dumbs is looking to go ahead and move there. Trench down to about half health, but we have Jaina going down. It is now 2 versus 5, which is not where you want to be when you're defending core.
Yeah, no, every single part of A-Team's comp there just fit in exactly with what they were trying to do with that combo. Yeah, really, really impressive play coming out of the A-Team.
You can definitely tell they've been working on this for a long time. And honestly, even just sitting here after the game, I'm like, I don't know how I would stop that.
Yeah. I mean, banning it out clearly didn't work because they had an entirely new set of heroes for game 2, and they were still able to be just that coordinated.
So I'm going to set up a interview. But while I'm doing that, it does remind me of a line from The Knight's Tale, which the movie came out back in the 90s. But it's just like, how do you stop something like that? And someone else is like, with a bat in his sleep?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they had taken Malfurion, then they could have done Sleepy Roots, and then they could have been asleep. And then maybe Mal'Ganis could have come in with a whole swarm of bats.
Fair enough.
And basically that's how you win.
But we're going to jump down into lobby number 2 for an interview.
All right.
All right, and we have arrived over here. Oh, good grief. I have 104 messages.
104? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hello,
Let's go.
hello. First of all, congratulations. Very, very, very well put together set.
Thank you.
First, obvious gimme question. How are you guys feeling?
Great.
I'm feeling pumped up and excited.
Yeah.
And I have a little bit of bloodlust still in me.
So let me go ahead and check to see. We are talking to Moose Cannon Harkin. Glad we're not talking to Calm, because if you were Calm, I'd have to be like, okay, you have to change your name right now. So, first question I have, and feel free not to answer this. How many variants of that kill them until they decomp do you have? Because banning it out definitely did not seem effective.
A lot, I guess.
Yeah,
We practiced it a lot since like last season too, with a bunch of kill comps, right? So Varian and Noob. I've been working on like ETC to kind of replace those two. So
Tychus, Kerrigan. I mean, we do have quite a few different heroes that we look at for kill comps like that, and then I mean we also have our more macro oriented stuff. So
Well, was extremely, extremely, extremely well played. The other question I have before we get into the map specific stuff: why do you guys hate fun? Specifically, your opponent's fun.
wait, why do we hate fun?
Why do you hate your opponents having fun?
Oh, we don't hate our opponents having fun. Didn't they have fun? Didn't we all have fun?
I had fun. I'm sure they had fun too.
We all had fun.
I'm sure they had fun when they were allowed to press their buttons and, play the video game.
Hey, they played the gem game and they got like 2 turn-ins right away.
That's
That
very
was
true.
Fun. Seems fun to me.
I just
did pretty well.
I just suddenly had an analogy. Basically, you guys are playing the HOTS version of the counterspell deck.
Yeah, that actually, yeah. Oh my gosh, the magic reference, I love it.
So
We're playing like blue-white control.
Right over my head.
Everybody hated blue-white control with Jace Bellerin and what was that angel? Now I can't remember.
you're definitely getting over my head at this point too.
No, this is mono red for sure. Just fire straight to the face. The entire time.
Yeah.
Blow them
Yeah.
up before they're allowed to do anything.
True.
Get like 4 turns in, and it's just like, well, I guess I'm dead.
You played Red Rush. What?
I'm sorry, what does that goblin do? Anyways, HOTS was the game that was actually played, fun fact.
Are you sure?
Let me check my notes.
Looks like it.
But sorry, Ektar is being mean to me in chat. Sorry, Ektar.
Right?
But we do go ahead and have game number 1 was the one on Infernal Shrines. And we did notice that you guys definitely sort of prioritize going down and just knocking down a fort rather than just like, we don't actually care about the protector. Was there something specific in that match that made you do that, or is that just your go-to play?
Well, we planned that from the get-go from today.
Yeah.
We came up with a plan today of what we wanted to do on Infernal Shrines if we got it. And we designed that team comp specifically if we needed to macro and siege down stuff, we could do that very quickly if they were on shrines. Or if we need to get on shrines, if we had the advantage, then we could take shrines. So we kind of planned it out that way, right? So if we were doing good, yeah, just siege and kind of do what we did. Just kind of all over the lane and or all over the map and keep pressure everywhere.
Well, it was certainly very, very, very successful. I'm trying to remember. Did you guys actually get any of the Punishers, or was it really just were the Punishers' excuse to know where the team would be?
I think we got 1 or 2 of them. I think there's only like 3. So maybe we got 1 of them, 2 of them. But
I don't
no,
even
I
remember.
mean, the thing is we felt we could get more value just sieging bot fort down, especially with Greymane and Sylvanas, and you just have such a strong siege comp there. A noob, Greymane, Sylvanas, like 3 really, really strong siege heroes. And it ended up working out in our favor, which was really good. We got the fort, and they managed to get a wall and a bit of fort with Protector, but we managed to keep mid lane up. So, I mean, it just kind of gives us a little bit of an advantage there. So.
Yeah, especially with Sylvan Greymane into an early game Punisher. You
Yeah.
guys were definitely able to get solid value out of just ignoring it and going elsewhere.
Yeah, and it creates that pressure bottom lane, which means that they now have to respond to that for the rest of the game, wherever the Punisher might be. I mean, it gives us a little bit of just added presence on the map. If Punisher's top lane, we've got pressure in bot, or if Punisher's bot, they don't have a safe place to retreat to, right?
So this may be an odd question because it's very, very specific to me. So because you've been practicing these comps so much, does your offlaner ever get frustrated that they don't get to participate? Because I feel like their job is just to double soak while you guys get to run around the map and kill stuff.
The course is really instrumental in some of our team fights, especially if you notice, like on Tomb, he had some really good leaps, and she had some really good leaps, and she was just doing a really great job. But yeah, like she's really instrumental to everything that we do, and the double soaking. This was a role that she really wanted to take on this season because she had been playing DPS up until she joined us, and then she told us that she wanted to pick up the offlane job.
Well, fantastic. Did you have any other questions about game number 1, Anna?
No, I think the kill count kind of speaks for itself. And yeah, you already covered some of the macro decisions and trade-offs that we saw happening throughout the map.
So in game number 2, Creepy Smaller Spiders were able to get twice as many kills on you than game number 1. What happened?
Moose?
We got twice as many kills this game than the first game, you said?
No,
they
they got
got
twice as many kills as us. Or
Oh,
on
twice
us.
as... I don't know, out of position, bad engages, I don't know.
That was a bit
Yeah,
of a mean question. I'm sorry.
They did good. They did good. No, it's fine. But not perfect in any way, so they took advantage of the situation. It was good.
Yeah, no, they had some good plays there, taking advantage of guys that were out of possession and just getting some decent shots in.
So in game number 2, obviously they did ban out the Stukov and the Anubrak. Had to think for a second. So obviously, I bet you guys kind of predicted that.
I cried and died at the same time when I saw that.
But I jumped for joy when they didn't ban out my Kerrigan.
That is very true.
Yeah,
because your Kerrigan
definitely- Go for it.
your Kerrigan definitely showed why it was necessary to ban in game number 1. When you got
Yeah.
so many just like really, really, really effective picks, how do you decide which ones to prioritize and pick earlier?
A lot of it is just trying to let them have as little of our comp as possible so they can't counter it, and then trying to figure out kind of at the same time what's really going to make our comp work. So like, for example, we first picked the Ando and Tastar because we didn't really feel like that was showing our hand too much, that we wanted to go Varian Kerrigan, because that was planned out right from the beginning of the match. We kind of knew that the target bans would be coming in, and weren't totally sure what they would be, but we figured a noob would be gone and possibly Stukov. So we just, we tried to show as little as possible so that we could just get as much of the elements of our comp that we needed to make it work.
Definitely makes sense. And then the last big question I have is that how maddening was it for you? Because there was a period where Sambro had like 70 gems and just could not be found.
Wouldn't call it maddening. I mean, we definitely were looking for Sam and trying to get a good kill on him, but I mean, he's hard to lock down, and Dom plays Samuro really well, it looks like. So, yeah.
Well, definitely did a great job trying to hold you guys back, but in the end, you were able to take it with 2-0. Before I move on, Anna, do you have any questions about game number 2?
Yeah, kind of just wondering about attention focus with the Samurai running around with so many gems. Like, did you just kind of assume, we're not going to get them, we're going to get advantages in other ways, or was that something that you were kind of actively keeping an eye out for all game? Or at least once he started accumulating mountains of wealth.
I think the goal was always just to push our advantage as much as we could with the 4-man. We tried to rotate down on Sam a couple times, and it just didn't really work. And course, she was doing a really good job down there, making sure that she was holding bot against Samuro, and just let us know like, hey, it's okay, like I've got this, just push things down. And then it got to the point where the lanes were so far pushed forward that it was kind of like, you know what, we should just try and force them or let them turn in their gems so that we can get them out of the way and defend as much as we can against the spiders.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, basically seeding it when you're in, or when you're far enough ahead lanes-wise that it's not really going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Lessening the blow kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, and I think we did a really good job of that. I think we lost our bottom fort there with their last spider turn in. And then they got keep wall down bot too, but we managed to save, I think, both of our other forts all game, so.
Yeah, I do believe that's correct. And you also did keep them from pushing in onto bottom keep. I know I asked you this last time, but I always like to give teams a chance to talk about it. Why are you guys named the A team?
Moose.
Well, me and Hark wanted to make a team, and when we did, we wanted it to kind of be like a Canadian thing, and the A team just kind of stood out because, A, it's kind of like we all say it up here. I know 3 of us are Canadian, and 2, Course and Trench are not. So
There are-
unfortunately, kind of sticking with it, but
There
Yeah,
are
it's just-
honorary Canadians.
yeah. It's like that. It's just a kind of a Canadian thing. It's just a name that we kind of wanted.
Okay, so you guys saying A all the time isn't just a stereotype. That's like legit how your Canadian experience is.
Oh,
already.
I say it all the time.
Oh yeah, I totally say it every day,
Amazing.
multiple times.
Good day, eh?
Oh yeah, eh? Just a couple of hosers here, eh?
It's kind of like I've gotten out of the habit, but I definitely used to say y'all every once in a while
Mm-hmm.
because that's a southern thing for the U.S.
It
right.
is, y'all.
But those are all the questions I had. Did you have any final questions, Anaressa?
No, just yeah, great games, really well executed, both games.
Fantastically executed. So let me go and turn it over to you guys for any of the shout outs you want to give.
Hark, you can shout out.
I want to shout out Spaghetti Dinners, Gummy Bears, Jesus, my mom, the other team. They played a great set. I mean, it's always nice to play against those guys. Sparhawk, I know really well. Cordona, I've played against, and I want to shout out the casters. You guys did a great job, and thank you guys very much for casting us. I'd like to shout out my team for showing up and doing such a great job tonight. We really pulled everything together, and this was a really good win for us. And then I'd like to shout out our coach, Rock, as well, for just being there and giving us advice and helping us go through some things today while we were prepping for the map.
Yeah, just to follow up with that. Yeah, it's all the team. It's all you guys. Without you, yeah, I would be nothing. We'd be nothing. So, well done, everybody.
There's no I in team, but if you rearrange it, there is an E in heroes.
Yes,
Right.
there is.
I am prouder of that than I should be.
I like it.
I'm proud of you too, Rocco.
Arrows.
And then last thing, okay, not actually last thing, but thank you very much. I'll let you go enjoy the after party. And Anaressa, if you want to tell everyone who you are, where they can find you, and all that good stuff.
I'm Anaressa. You can find me co-casting with Rocca or hanging around the CCS Discord or playing for 30 Seconds to Mush. And shout out to a couple of my teammates that I saw in chat tonight.
Best of luck to you guys in the season.
Yeah, we'll try and catch all the teams later on. I'm kind of everywhere. And then as for me, I think everyone knows me, but I'm Raka. If you don't know me, I don't know how you ended up here. Come by the channel. I do a lot of casting of heroes. I also play the random game here and there. You can always tell by the beginning of the stream title. I'm on Twitter at Irakov2. Do any of you guys have Twitters you want to shout out real quick?
No, I don't have nothing.
I'm on Twitter at Harkin Giant Spain.
And then it does look like we're going to go over to Eternally Blue, who is casting another Div E West series, Liquid Metal versus Phoenix Rising Amethyst. So we'll go catch that and see what's going on.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Luck on and the rest of your guys' season.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.